Hey guys, so I wanted to show you what I eventually did with all of those peppers that I wasn't able to cook with. Um, yeah, I ended up taking them and making a pepper mash, which is similar to how you make sauerkraut, actually, which is just peppers and salt to extract out the waters, and then you let it naturally ferment with like lactobacillus bacteria. Sounds gross, but trust me, it's delicious. And it's actually how a lot of like old style hot sauces are made. Now, this is a pepper mash made with the starter from my homemade sauerkraut that I make, and one, at the very least, of every single pepper that T Mutter sent me. So everything from the Scotch bonnet all the way up to the butch-t Trinidad scorpion. Now, there's a reason that I'm holding a spoon. It's not the most fun reason in the world. Oh god, this stuff is so painful. I've been using this like a few drops at a time in some of my meals. It's absolutely brutal. It's still got a really beautiful pepper scent to it. There's no fruitiness in the nose. There's some good acid because it actually is, fermented with lactic acid. I'm gonna go ahead, get myself a nice dripping spoonful of this, and I'm going to put myself in a lot of pain. Wow. Alright. As Roland has proven to you before, when you break up a pepper, it releases all the capsaicin. It really makes the burn hit much, much faster and much harder. Because of the concentration, it's not as hot as like a full bite out of a butch-t Trinidad scorpion. To be honest, I'd put it close to maybe the Scotch bonnet's based entire. Oh, there are the hiccups. Based on concentration of capsaicin. I'd say that makes sense. It's very, very hot stuff. I just used an immersion stick blender once the peppers had fermented enough to break up all of the flesh and some of the seeds and the pith. I tried to get most of the seeds out to make it a smooth emulsion, and also so I could save them for later germination. But yeah, this is going to be the basis for a very small batch hot sauce. I'm probably only going to be using a small amount of this, as it is very hot. It's really quite beautiful. It still has the flavors of ghost chilies, and scorpions dominate that. I don't taste any of the Scotch bonnet that I put in there. Yeah, that's about it. The burn's still there. I'm feeling it in the mouth still. I'm feeling it straight down the throat. I've got kind of that warm, just took a shot of whiskey feeling right at the top of my stomach. Cleared out my sinuses nicely. And you know what? I'll increase the burn a little bit with some of the habanero ginger beer that I like so much. Yeah. So I'm actually hoping to make a sauce with this sometime soon. I'm not sure what. Maybe like a barbecue marinade or something, because I just got myself a barbecue. But I'm thinking about sending some of this off just as is. like in small sealed bottles to Roland and Leonard and see how they feel about it. But yeah, that's it. Just hurting myself a little bit for your entertainment. This is Paul for In the Hot Seat West Coast Edition. Peace. Now that my face isn't melting, I'm gonna give you that update that I promised. So, here are the little makeshift pots, and the one nice big pot that I have that currently are housing my new sprouts. A lot of these are the mysteries, as you can see. This one's a 7-pod, that one's a yellow scorp. I think those are, let's see, those are mysteries as well. The yellow scorp that's actually just starting to sprout up over there. A couple more 7-pods, more mysteries back there. And these are a whole bunch of Scotch bonnets. I mean, obviously these aren't going to stay in these containers. As they grow, I move them around and change out their soil, their nutrients, and change their containers. That's it for inside, and now we're going to take a step outside and see what I have going on out there. See you in a second. Alrighty. Here in Southern California, you can grow pretty much all year round. There are just some nights that are a little cold for sprouts. So I have some of my plants outside. I have a couple more of the mysteries. Actually, I've got quite a few little mystery plants in here. But then these are my Amazons. This is how they're looking. I have actually selected my 2 strongest plants, which these guys are growing pretty nicely. Good sized leaves at this point, like actually, you know, they're growing their real stalks rather than just being little wispy things. These are the only 2 that I'm actually going to keep. I did actually replant one of the smaller of the strong Amazons, and I'm going to see how that does in the natural soil around here, just as an experiment more than anything else. But that's it. I've got some good plants going. I'm going to have more coming in the future. Obviously, I haven't planted up the peach habalokia yet. I haven't planted up the red savina habaneros and a couple other ones that I still have germinating. But I'm looking to get about 2 plants out of each of the different varieties, and at that point I'm going to have quite the little library going. It's basically spring here at this point. I mean, it's over 80 degrees right now, and coming from New England, this is absolutely ridiculous. But I'm okay with it, considering the fact that I'm now growing pepper plants. That's it. I'll hopefully be back with an update for you guys at a later date. See ya.